Hopscotch dram delivery day 1. And today, folks, if this camera will focus, we are talking about, oh, not on my head, on this label, there we go, a wonderful, just under 10-year-old Clynelish, bottled by the folks at Adelphi, 53.5% ABV, first fill bourbon, limited to 215 bottles. Would have set you back. I've seen prices anywhere between about £79 to £85 a bottle. And here we have it, set in this wonderfully, thankfully, clean glass. I don't really need to tell you all a lot about Clynelish. You were all watching this because you either absolutely love it and you want to know if the bottle's worth buying, or if you are just a Clynelish fan in general and you want to know if it's as good as the stuff you're already aware of. I've not tried a lot of young Clynelish, so this is quite new for me. We all know Clynelish 14 very well. I've been privileged to try a lot of really old Clynelish and love them, but stuff that's under 10 years old, even with a couple of Diageo special releases, not that much experience of. So this is quite a new thing for me, which is a little bit unusual to say. Let's see if we can get this to focus on the body, give you guys a little bit of an idea of some texture. The lights in here are really bright today, so I'm struggling to pick up the right amount of focus. But if I pull my head out, there we go, it's a little bit better, isn't it? But yeah, is it a waxy Clynelish? Is it going to be more of a spirit-driven, youthful, potent thing at 53.5 ABV? And the reason we have this sample is, of course, the wonderful folks at Hopscotch. So if you do want to get a little dram delivery sent to your door, check out the link we've got below. It's kind of what I expected it to be on the nose, which is that lemon skin, lemon rind, certainly lemon oil, fragrant, fresh. I don't know if any of you have ever made oleo saccharum at home, where you take citrus peels and mix them with sugar and you get all the oil out of the citrus peel, but this thing just smells like lemon oleo saccharum. Also reminds me a little bit of something we've got in the UK, which is a bakery called Greg's, and they sell like savoury pastry stuff, but they also sell like cookies and sweet pastries and things. And this reminds me of like lemon drizzle cake, white chocolate, almost like gingerbread. It's got like a freshly baked gingerbread thing to it. Powdered sugar, quite a lot of almonds. Don't know if the almond thing and the powdered sugar, I tend to get that from younger single malt whiskies. So I don't know if that's just like a malted barley aroma. But you certainly do get a nice gristy quality to this as well. And even with the ABV, I've thrown my nose into this quite a lot. It's not stinging as much as I thought it would, which I'm quite impressed with. Anyway, let's do what you're here for. Let's taste it. Well, that's quite impressive. This thing's a little bit of how do you describe it? It almost feels like it's in disguise. So the aroma is all these wonderful, sweet, sugary, summery, lemony sort of things. Oh, and then the palate just bombs you straight down the middle. More malted barley. It's weirdly salty, but I like that. You do get the lemon coming back in. You get some of those sweeter aromas coming back too. And I'm going to use the word because it is there, especially on the finish, the classic kind of waxiness of that Clynelish. It does feel like, after you've actually finished drinking it, the texture of it, the oils that remain, they feel like they're setting all around your palate like candle wax would when it goes cold. You feel like you're just getting all of this, and I've just got this incredible backdraft of like olive oil. A bit peppery, a little bit sweet, salty, green of the earth. I was going to add water. I'm going to sip it one more time as it is, because this is all the sample. Olive oil, almonds. There is a slight drying bitterness that reminds me of like white vermouth. But like really dry white vermouth, not like Lillet Blanc. It's not sweet at all, it's just really herbaceous and dry. Something like Noilly Prat. And for a 9-year-old product, the finish is particularly interesting because it almost feels like it's sat on a seesaw. It gives you like a little bit of sweetness and then it pulls it back to give you more of this gristy, malted barley, lemon pith, earthy bitterness. And it just keeps doing that. Seesaw whiskies. Is that a new phrase I can bring into the whiskey realm? Seesaw whiskey. Let's add a little bit of water and just see what happens. Because I realise I don't add a lot of water to products, and you folks probably want to know what happens when we do. So, colour-wise, we've got a much lighter colour now. It's really diluted any of that kind of light yellow colour that was in there. And I will say it does appear to have killed the body of the product a little bit. It's quite similar, loads of lemon, loads of sweet things. With water, I must say, it still has quite an incredible texture. And you get those notes on the finish a lot quicker. You get more of that olive oil, more of that white vermouth, more of that sort of powdered sugar, gristy barley thing straight away. There's no sort of delay with that, as there is with it without water. To try my first sort of sub 10-year-old Clynelish, I'm quite impressed, in all honesty. I can see why this is sold out on most websites that I'm looking through right now. It's still available, but if you're honestly interested and live in the UK, give these guys a shout. Their little label, Hopscotch. I think this dram, let's just double check what this cost. This will set you back £8 for what I think was a 35ml dram, which I don't think is that bad at all, if I'm being honest with you. I think that's quite good. These samples were free, but I have bought from these guys a lot before. Oh no, they're 25ml, my mistake, they're 25ml samples. But yeah, £8 for a 9-year-old cash strength Clynelish. Very good. Mightily impressed with that. I would honestly give that like a solid 8.5 out of 10. That's everything I wanted from a Clynelish, plus a few unusual additions to it as well. If you do get it, I wouldn't recommend adding water to it, because I've never seen water kill the body of a whiskey so quickly. That is quite unusual. But yes, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow with... Did we do a reveal? Yeah, we'll do a reveal, why not? Because tomorrow, Clynelish 18-year-old, cask strength, from the wonderful folks at Chalton Whisky. So I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.